The Express editorial falls short. A response to the Fourth Estate, WZYE-TV editorial. The Trinidad Express published an editorial titled, PM's Response Falls Short, purporting to critique Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessor's comments on the Kaya Sealy case. What it delivers is a continuation of the Express's pattern of framing every action by this government in the worst possible light, while ignoring the failures of the party it appears determined to protect. This editorial deserves a response, not because the PM needs defending, but because citizens deserve to see the Express's bias exposed. Here are 10 reasons the Express editorial is a continued assault on the UNC government. 1. The headline is an editorial attack. PM's response falls short is not analysis, it is a verdict disguised as a headline. The Express decided the PM's position was inadequate before the reader even begins. Responsible writing presents arguments and lets readers decide. 2. The Express manufactured a subtext that does not exist. The editorial claims the PM's quote about morality means she has already decided on Sealy. That is not what the quote says. The Express invented a meaning, attributed it to the PM, then criticized her for it. This is projection, not journalism. 3. The second quote was deliberately misinterpreted. The PM's quote about rough men standing ready is a well-known statement about the reality of policing. The Express twisted it into an endorsement of police killings. By that logic, every leader who acknowledges the difficult work of law enforcement endorses brutality. 4. The Express ignores the government's record on crime. Under this UNC government, murders dropped 42% in 2025, the lowest since 2014 at 369 killings. Serious crimes fell 30%. Violent offenses dropped 32%. The states of emergency seized 673 illegal firearms and targeted 3,723 priority offenders. The Express mentions none of this. 5. The PCA and body camera demand is politically motivated. The Express demands the PM strengthen the PCA and mandate body cameras, reforms the PNM had 10 years to implement and never did. Where was the Express demanding these reforms from 2015 to 2025? The silence was deafening because the Express reserves its demands for UNC governments. 6. The Express conflates one case with entire government policy. The Sealy-Samaru case is a deeply complex legal matter before the courts. The Express uses it to indict the PM's entire approach to national security, extrapolating one case into a sweeping condemnation of government policy. 7. The Express tells the PM how to respond, then criticizes the response. Their previous editorial told the PM to act on body cameras and the PCA. When she responded in her own way, they attacked the response for not matching their prescription. The Express wants the PM to follow their script. 8. The public mood claim is unsubstantiated. The editorial claims the PM misread the public mood. Based on what data? What survey? None. The Express substitutes its own editorial position for public opinion, confusing its views with those of the citizenry. 9. The Express ignores the DPP's independence. The decision to charge Sealy was made by the Director of Public Prosecutions, an independent office. The Express spends its editorial attacking the PM rather than questioning the DPP's reasoning. Why? Because attacking the PM serves their agenda. 10. The Express functions as the PNM's communications arm. When the PNM governed for a decade and presided over record murders, doubled national debt, and collapsed sectors, the Express never ran. PNM's response falls short. The attacks are reserved for the UNC, every time, without exception. WZYE-TV analysis. The Fourth Estate as opposition headquarters. The Express editorial board has abandoned the pretense of balanced journalism. Their editorial on the PM's response to the Sealy case is not an isolated lapse. It is part of a sustained campaign to undermine the UNC government. Consider what the Express omitted. This government inherited a country where murders exceeded 600 per year and brought them down to 369. This government launched states of emergency that seized hundreds of illegal firearms and disrupted gang networks. This government is delivering measurable results on crime, the single issue citizens care about most. Yet the Express focuses its firepower on a WhatsApp response about a case before the courts. The Express demands body cameras and PCA reforms they never demanded during the PNM's decade in power. They demand the PM show commitment to the rule of law, while ignoring that the 42% drop in murders is the most tangible demonstration of law and order in recent history. This is not the Fourth Estate holding power accountable. This is the PNM's media wing, attacking a government delivering results and defending a party that delivered decline. Citizens see through it. The bottom line. The PM responded to the Sealy matter as a leader navigating a complex, emotional, and legally sensitive case. The Express chose to misinterpret her words, manufacture subtext, and issue demands it never made of the PNM. The editorial is not about accountability. It is about opposition by other means. The Express should ask itself, when you spend a decade silent on PNM failures and then attack every UNC initiative, are you still the Fourth Estate? Or are you the PNM's estate? WZYE-TV, Caribbean News. No filter. No fear.